the Hudson with Carmelo Garcia. Tonight, Carmelo's guest is Hoboken artist Sherry. Caitlin Gallagher takes us to the Montclair Art Museum. Helena Taylor looks at Hoboken Gardens. And Jan welcomes Chef Ray Green in the kitchen. Now, here he is, Carmelo Garcia.
Hello and welcome to Across the Hudson. I'm your host, Carmelo Garcia. Here we are in one of the city's favorite historical landmarks, Castle Point, admiring that beautiful New York City skyline view. What a great show we have for you today. Our first guest is Sherry, one of 3 American painters nominated for the Art TV Award, a former child prodigy artist who lives right here in Hoboken. Our co-host contestant, Helena Taylor, takes us on tour of Hoboken's urban garden, and our second co-host contestant, Caitlin Gallagher, visits the Montclair Art Museum. But first, let's get on the good foot, go downtown to the Whiskey Bar, and listen to the Otis Funkmeyer Band with some old school funk. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Hufnagel Landscaping has been creating backyard paradises in the tri-state area since 1945. Plants, hardscapes, water gardens. We do it all. Call us today and you'll never want to leave your backyard again.
A nice backyard can be your own private paradise. So let's join Helena Taylor, who takes us on tour of Hoboken's urban gardens.
Hoboken is known for many things. Great restaurants, interesting people, beautiful architecture, and unbeatable nightlife. But big yards? Maybe not. But if you're one of the lucky ones to have a backyard, there's plenty you can do to change your urban dwelling into a botanical paradise. I'm Helena Taylor, and I'm with Across the Hudson, and today we're looking at urban gardens. Hufnagel is one of Hudson County's premier landscape designers. In fact, her great-grandfather, right, Bernard Hufnagel, started the business in 1890, and it was a florist and garden center in Union City, and back then it was called Union Hill. What is so nice about having a garden in a city like Hoboken?
Well, so many people live stressful lives that in order to really get a space to go away to, they can come into their backyard. They can enjoy the quiet time, the greenery. Everything is relaxing, and it gives people a break. And quite often, the view out lets the landscape come into the house.
Most Hoboken backyards are, what, 20 by 30 by 40 feet? I mean, that's not a lot of space to be working with.
No, it's not.
How can you possibly do it in such a small space?
You have to work with plants that are not going to grow out of proportion. You have to work with plants that are trimmable and prunable. You have to work with material that will, as like these vines, will cling to the fence, give you a nice green space without taking up 3 or 4 feet of space. Things like clematis, Boston ivy. There's a lot of trees that we like to work with that are ornamental trees, and they're easily trimmable, but you want things that have a nice vase shape so that you're not taking up space below. You want to get the views blocked of the house behind you or the building next door to you, so you have all your space below to work in and play in and plant in, but you try to eliminate some of your views.
So it sounds like really what you're doing is you're making this incredible, peaceful oasis.
Exactly.
Just away from the city.
Exactly. The garden definitely reflects the homeowner's personality. Whether it be a formal garden, a very comfortable, relaxed garden, a very informal garden, or something very creative and interesting and different. And this definitely represents the homeowner and how they feel about the garden, how their home is, and it's just very unique and very, very creative and interesting. The coloring of everything really works well in the garden. And we have the fence, which we had stained a very light green. We have the walls and the risers to the stairs to be purple. And the actual patio area is all thermal bluestone, which has a nice little bubble rough edge to the top so it's not slippery, and is really a lovely blue color, so that it all kind of really ties in together. Now this, Helena, this garden has multiple rooms, okay? We're standing in one now, and this is a great patio space. You want to step out, have a little cocktail or coffee in the morning, whatever you're having. You have a nice little table to sit in. And then we walk into another area. This is the other room. And this is a space where we can have intimate seating here. Children can play there, so you're kind of separated. You can also expand on your entertaining space. You have table and chairs here. You have multiple chairs there, so you can really get to enjoy the whole environment.
Who knew we had such lush landscapes hidden in our own backyard? I'm Helena Taylor for Across the Hudson.
Wow, what a fantastic show. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank my guests, Sherry, Valerie Hufnagel, and Hufnagel Landscaping, the Montclair Art Museum, and Stevens Institute of Technology. Do you have a story to share that could have only happened here in New Jersey? Have you done something spectacular lately? Do you have a great event coming up? Visit us at acrossthehudson.com and shoot us an email. Now, I'm going to leave you with some more old school funk with the Otis Funkmeyer Band featuring Leslie Rochelle. Until next week, it's Across the Hudson. I'm Carmelo Garcia. Let's make it happen.
It's Across the Hudson with Carmelo Garcia, your guide to Hoboken and both sides of the Hudson River, bringing you nightlife, music, cooking, celebrity interviews, and much, much more. Across the Hudson with Carmelo Garcia. Sundays at 10 with a special preview presentation in Hoboken Thursday nights at 8. Visit us on the web at acrossthehudson.com.